Hello, everyone. I'm Professor Joe, and today I'm excited to take you on a journey through the history of the oldest public safety observance in the United States, Fire Prevention Week. Each year, during the week of October 9th, communities, firefighters, and schools across the nation come together to raise awareness about fire safety, prevention, and preparedness. But you may ask yourself, what event sparked this campaign for nationwide awareness? To understand that, we must travel all the way back to 1871, to Chicago, a booming city home to more than 330,000 people. Tall wooden buildings lined the streets. Homes, shops, hotels, and factories built quickly to keep up with the city's rapid growth. In fact, nearly 3/4 of Chicago's buildings were made of wood, even the sidewalks and many streets. On a dry autumn day, the city was practically a tinderbox waiting to ignite, which on the evening of October 8, 1871, it did just that.
The air was thick with heat and smoke, and the crackling of burning wood filled your ears. Flames leapt from rooftop to rooftop, spreading faster than anyone could run. Families poured into the streets, clutching what little they could carry, a blanket, a photo, a Bible, as sparks rained down like fiery snow. Horses panicked, children cried, and the fire engines that rushed to help found their hoses useless against the raging wall of flames. The wooden sidewalks burned beneath people's feet, and the wind only made the fire roar louder. By dawn, whole neighborhoods were gone, replaced by smoldering ruins and drifting ash. For those of us who lived through it, the Great Chicago Fire was a night of terror they would never forget, a moment when an entire city seemed to be swallowed by fire.
Legend has it that a cow belonging to Catherine O'Leary kicked over a lantern in her barn, igniting the fire. While the true cause remains uncertain, the destruction it left behind is undeniable. For 2 days, flames swept through the city of Chicago, destroying more than 17,000 buildings, leaving over 100,000 people homeless, and killing approximately 300 individuals. At nearly the same time, another catastrophic fire struck the Midwest, the Peshtigo Fire in Wisconsin. That blaze consumed over 1 million acres of forest and claimed between 1,200 and 2,500 lives, making it the deadliest wildfire in American history. These twin disasters, occurring within days of each other, revealed how unprepared communities were for fire emergencies. The first major step toward national recognition came in 1920. President Woodrow Wilson issued the first National Fire Prevention Day proclamation, urging Americans to pay attention to the causes of fires and to take precautions to prevent them. This marked the beginning of a federal effort to encourage public participation in fire safety initiatives. In 1922, the National Fire Protection Association took a leadership role by sponsoring the first Fire Prevention Week. The NFPA designed the observance to educate the public about the importance of fire prevention and to promote awareness about how fires start, how they spread, and how they can be avoided. 3 years later, in 1925, President Calvin Coolidge officially proclaimed Fire Prevention Week a national observance. He emphasized that the loss of life and property from fires was preventable and that public education was essential to saving lives. Since then, Fire Prevention Week remains the first and longest-running public health and safety observance in U.S. history. It continues to honor the lessons learned from past tragedies while promoting a culture of prevention and preparedness. Over the years, Fire Prevention Week has continued to evolve. The NFPA introduces a new theme each year to focus attention on different aspects of fire safety, with this year's focus being lithium-ion battery safety. Fire Prevention Week stands as a reminder that fire safety is not just the responsibility of firefighters. It is a shared duty among all citizens. That wraps up today's lesson. I'm Professor Joe reminding you all to stay safe and stay informed.